what DontUFeelFAT has to do is just die as slowly as he possibly can. Ice has to macro up while his ally is defending. It looks like Ice is sending reinforcements. It's not going to be enough. And I really think DontUFeelFAT really should be attacking with those SCPs. He has so many, and they could really do a good surround and pick up the stalkers.
Yeah, so now DontUFeelFAT is without an orbital command. He does have a planetary fortress at his natural, and that's where he's going to be mining from.
Oh, we actually missed a bit of a Void Ray harass. They actually killed a lot of probes from demotype. We totally
so I guess
that.
he maybe
Sorry,
did make good use of his Void Rays.
Yeah,
of course, demotype does not have blink yet.
He did force the stim on SX's base, so all those Marines lost a bunch of health, which is really good. You always want to be forcing the stims on Terran players.
Yeah.
Like maybe just, if you're a Zerg player, just poke in with Mutalisks and poke right back out, force them to stim up, and it's pretty much like you just did damage to every single Marine.
Yeah,
so
pretty much.
It's
Even
really
if there
good.
are medevacs there, don't worry about it. I mean, you're wasting the medevac's energy, right?
And, you know, the red and blue team end up expanding, so really good play from them, but SX has just so many Marines. Just, oh my god. He's just gonna tear apart DontUFeelFAT's planetary.
Yeah,
at the same time, the planetary does do really good splash damage, and those Marines just finished stimming, so it's only gonna take, I don't know how many hits. Or just one hit?
I think just one hit. I mean, how much
yeah, just
damage?
One hit will kill a Marine, and
oh, it does look like SX and
forced to cancel. Ice does not have... Whoa, where are his units?
He has nothing. He's got a bunch of Void Rays on the
a lot of minerals. Those stalkers are done for, and another stim from SX. This does not look good for Ice at all. Those Void Rays are pulling back, but it's going to be a little bit too late, and DontUFeelFAT doesn't really have anything to help him with. They're both at like 45 supply.
Just check out the DPS on those Marines.
Those
when
Marines
they're
have
stimmed.
crazy DPS.
Yeah.
Don't they have the highest DPS in the game per cost once they're stimmed? I think they do.
Yeah, once they're stimmed, somewhere close.
Like a lot of people talk about how Hydras have really freaking high DPS, but you know, 2 Marines with stim actually do the exact same DPS as a Hydra. So
and they could kill a Hydra. So
yeah, very cost efficient. You know, you really need those area of effect units to get rid of Marines. Like you can't beat Marines cost for cost with things that do single target damage. You need splash damage.
A good thing that DontUFeelFAT is doing is getting those siege tanks up, which do
exactly.
splash
That's
damage.
exactly what we're talking about. You need those siege tanks to do splash damage.
Those
look at oh my god.
That is
so much damage. That is all his Marines are just getting torn apart. He has no more Marines left. That's power of AoE damage against Marines. So for all of you people who really get frustrated by Marines, just get AoE units.
Yeah, I mean, Protoss, get some Colossus, get some Storms. Storms will just destroy.
Yeah, and it does look like it's going to be a 2v1 game right now. Ice only has 5 Void Rays left, so he's going to be spending all his APM on that. All 58 APM on his Void Rays.
Well, yeah, it doesn't even look like he's got any.
You know, it's actually going to be pretty intimidating, because he can spend all his APM just focusing on harassing the enemy. He doesn't have to worry about macro, and 5 Void Rays is nothing to laugh at. They can do a lot of damage, and they are charged up.
Oh, look at the command center.
He has to pull the Void Rays back.
He's got to pull them back. He's got to pull them back. There's too many Marines, too many Stalkers. Okay,
yep, he does get away. He does
keeping them alive while DontUFeelFAT is macroing like crazy.
Yeah, how many units? He does have a huge bio ball with a siege tank, and he's really comfortably mining from 2 bases. So, you know, unfortunately, Ice doesn't have any probes to build a Nexus, but whoa, man, his Void Rays are doing a lot of damage to those barracks. Oh no, the Marines stim right under the Void Rays. All the Void Rays are going to get taken out.
Oh no, that's pretty much going to be a 1 versus 2.
And Ice is
all done.
Completely out of the game. I mean, smartly, DontUFeelFAT gives control of his units to Ice. You can see that Marine by his barracks being selected by the red circle.
Right.
So Ice will be focusing on the micro, while DontUFeelFAT focus on the macro, which is a very smart decision by both players.
Yeah. What's that map where you can have 2 players playing the same race again?
I think it's just called Team Melee.
Team Melee, yeah, that's
like
right.
Metalopolis Team Melee or something. Yeah, for all of you guys who are wondering, go to your custom games and check out just Team Melee. Just search that up. It's basically a 1v1 map, 1v1 game, except that there are more than 1 players on each team.
Yeah, exactly.
So like you can have 1 player focusing on the macro, 1 player focusing on the micro, and it actually really helps you out. Like, it sounds kind of stupid, But, you know, just focusing on your macro and not getting supply block, just focusing on that really helps you out in your 1v1 games.
Yeah, now DontUFeelFAT really has to repair his planetary fortress here. His
Yep,
planetary
he
fortress
is
doing a lot of damage
surrounding
to all the Marines and the bio sent out by SXe.
Yeah, and it does look like that planetary fortress is doing a lot of damage. It's up to 18 kills, 19 kills, and it looks like DontUFeelFAT's rest of the army just pulls back, gets rid of those stalkers, I think. Demotype really should not be committing to this. He really needs to pull his stalkers back. They are so fast at running. But it does look like he's gonna lose almost every single stalker, and the planetary fortress lives.
Yeah, and holy smokes, how many kills does that thing have? 22! Wow, that commander should be given
a hero.
Yeah,
Fortress.
gold star,
and
gold medal.
I think DontUFeelFAT really needs to get some medevacs. Oh, he does have some medevacs out. So yeah, his army's starting to actually look pretty intimidating. If we look at the army tab, his army is actually the exact same as both of his opponents combined.
Yeah, great, and
so
he is bringing out his siege tanks. He's got about 5 on the way, which are going to, of course, take out SX's Marine balls, Marauder balls really, really quickly.
Yeah, this shows the power of like just really good macro. I mean, DontUFeelFAT can right now just focus on macro, just building units, and his minerals and gas is really low. Where again, we have a very quick poke in from DontUFeelFAT taking out a bunch of zealots and stalkers, and it looks like he's going straight for the Nexus.
Yeah, I'd like to see him siege up his siege tanks right now so that he can depart.
Oh, those siege tanks are going to do so much damage to those Marines.
Oh, you can see them all shooting one volley, taking out 6 or 7 units all at once. Holy smokes!
This expansion is done for. Do we have any units producing for the other players? Yes, we see mass Marines building again. So many queued up, but that's just not going to be good. I mean, 5 siege tanks against Marines? No, 3 siege tanks now. It's still going to do a whole lot of damage to those really tightly packed Marine balls.
Yeah, and Demotype definitely not.
Demotype does not have any minerals mining anymore. This is it. This looks like the final attack.
Yeah, SX needs to pull off something, or he's not going to make it. He's going to lose the 1v2 battle and the siege tank siege.
Oh, that orbital needs to lift off. No, it's going to get taken down. There are no more mining bases for SX and Demo. And
I think that's a good game.
This is it.
Yeah, because neither player can. Well, I guess Demotype can remote mine, but at this point
they do have a bunch of minerals and gas saved up. But SX's remaining Marine Marauder force is done for. DontUFeelFAT is moving up to siege tanks again. He's got 6 factories producing from SX, but they're just not going to be making Marines fast enough.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, we have a small squad. Oh, it's the no GG from Demo.
Wow. They must have been angry that they lost a 2v1.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks to be them. I mean, you take out a player convincingly, like it's not really close.
Yeah,
just take them out. You force the expo cancels, but you know. Just shows you if you keep up with your macro and just don't have to worry about your micro, you can actually make a lot of freaking units.
Yeah, yeah. yeah. I mean, even DontUFeelFAT wasn't even at max, you know.
Yeah.
The way, but he was smart. He got the siege tanks because he knew that SX was going bio. He knew that the gateway units were coming out, so those siege tanks were definitely very, very key to taking this win.
Yeah, you know, if you're playing a team game and you get taken out, don't just give up. If you're the other player. If your ally gets taken out, you can still get back into it.
Yeah, as we saw here.
Yeah, so pretty exciting, action-packed game. This was a 2v2 diamond replay sent in by DontUFeelFAT and Ice. And if you'd like your replay casted, send it over to tv@mirrormatch.net.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Justin.
I'm CK.
Yep. See you guys next time.